What's up drifters, my name is Kenpai and in today's video I will be showing you 6 great cars to use for open drifting. This video is going to be the first one in this rebooted series. Those who have been here for a while know that this format already existed on this channel, but I was unhappy and delisted all the videos for now. They are still watchable though in my delisted video playlist in case you want to do a try not to cringe challenge. Anyway, let's begin. I'm going to show you 1 broken, 2 rear-wheel drive and 3 all-wheel drive cars / builds in each installment of this series. Names of the tune creators as well as the share codes are gonna be on screen, so you have some variety and choices. If you want to be featured in one of these videos, make sure to join my Discord server and I'll let you guys know when I need tunes for specific cars, so the new players have an easier time finding the build that suits their driving style the most. Beginning with A-Class, the class most people despise since you're quite limited with the car and tuning choices you have. For example, you won't be able to get a good all-wheel drive car that is on drag tires with a ton of horsepower. In A-Class you will always have to sacrifice something that will make your car actually good on drag tires. Unless it's one of the very OP cars, players don't really want to use them most of the time because of personal preference. For example, the BMW i7 isn't a car for everyone. Alright, first car is a classic. The Toyota Renault AE86 sits at the top of A-Class with stock tires and a power to weight ratio of about 1:1. This paired with front engine and slim tires make this car a very accessible choice for beginners, but can also compete somewhat good with actual meta builds. I made a tune that features a big meaty V8 instead of the 2JZ, since the power is more balanced across the RPMs in comparison, which makes it easier to use. Overall a very solid choice. Alex made a tune as well. He didn't go for the weight reduction, instead he went with extra 250 horsepower I believe. This can increase the sliding potential of the car since it's heavier and will take longer to slow down. The next car is the Renault 8 Gini, a rear-engine rear-wheel drive car that is absolutely bonkers once you get the hang of its properties, which I don't, look at the gameplay. According to CDF, it is one of the best A-Class rear-wheel drive cars on drag tires. If you end up enjoying that car, there's a S2 version of that build made by the same goated rear-wheel drive tuner, as well as another A-Class version made by V-Bozo, in case Whiskey's tune doesn't suit your driving style. While we are at rear-wheel drive, let's talk about the Formula Drift Nissan Z. This car might be the easiest rear-wheel drive car to get high scores with in the entire game, because it feels impossible to spin this car out while having a good transition speed as well as almost 2000 horsepower. So if you wanna get into rear-wheel drive drifting in this game, make sure to start with this car. It is definitely the most beginner friendly. Just don't push the throttle all the way. Alright, up to another fan favorite. What I said about the Renault goes for any Mazda MX5. They are generally very good drifters with great power to weight ratio and engine swaps. I made a tune for the people that desperately want the body kit on their car, even though I couldn't max out the engine with that. Nevertheless, it still feels as powerful as the other tunes, but Reason and VLX case might suit your driving style a little bit better. Alright, all these cars have been great so far, but here's the thing. Yeah, not much to say about this thing. It's straight up busted and so close from being overpowered. This thing is just mental. Although I personally don't like the thing, I bet some of y'all would like it. It is also relatively easy to achieve high scores with it. Now that I think about it, this thing might be OP. Alright, now for the really overpowered car of today. It is the Autozam Az. For whatever reason, Playground Games decided it was a good idea to give this little shitbox a 2JZ swap instead of just the usual 1.6 liter i4 rally engine, which barely makes half the amount of horsepower the 2JZ provides. This car is in fact so good that if you get too used to it, your skill for any other car will fade away. It will decrease over time. Similar to what Formula Drift cars do with your skill, but with an insane power to weight ratio and a very oversteery rear end since it's mid-engine. Seriously Isetta level, but with a quarter of the skill needed. Truly overpowered. Alright, that's it for the first installment of this rebooted series. Let me know what you think. I'm down for all sorts of criticism. Make sure to join my Discord to be updated about everything me. as well as the CDF Drifting Community Discord for proper leaderboards on competitiveness in open drifting. Until then, I see you guys when I'm live or about to upload. Thanks for watching and take care.